Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Enter the Gungeon. Last episode, we played like garbage, but with a good excuse. You know, it's not like, hold on. Looks like you still need to hunt 18 shambling rounds. Not a big deal. It'll happen when it happens. We didn't run an Iron Man ultra marathon physical trial and tribulation before that video. Hold on, you gotta see what you got when you're playing as the gunslinger. So, Enraging Photo, I think, is okay. Not necessarily good. Wait a minute. I'm a dumb idiot. First off, this is way too much damage to take early. Secondly, I meant to play as the... little horse. Meant to play as the gunslinger. What have I done? I was like, why did I start with this garbage weapon? Oh, because I picked the character that isn't the okay, so like, it's also a good time to let you know it's been like a day and a half since the last Gungeon episode was recorded. I would describe myself at present as perhaps being at peak jet lag. Let me give you a little taste, and I'm not complaining, you know, I think I did say in the last episode, jet lag, people always overstate how bad it is. And I do think that's true, but I'll give you a little taste of, you know, just being off schedule. You know, I'm a creature of habit. I like to get up at the same time, go to bed at the same time. I eat a lot of the same meals. When people tell me variety is the spice of life, I say, hey, you said that last time. If variety is the spice of life, why don't you come up with a new idiom? Anyway, after that last Gungeon episode, I went grocery shopping, you know, picked up some dinner, came home, ate it, went to bed. Went to bed at like midnight, Vancouver time. Normally, I'm a 7 to 8 hours of sleep sort of guy. I think, you know what, I think I would like to not gun force. Gun forcing, I don't know if it's a 200 IQ play for us right now. Excuse, I almost lost my mind. I thought there was no key on the shop there. So I set my alarm for 9:30. And, you know, it's a relatable circumstance. I'm sure you've had the same thing happen to you in the past. I was like, oh my god, 9.5 hours of sleep? That's like a beautiful night's rest. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and feel so good. What happened? Woke up, looked at the alarm clock, 3:30 a.m. That's 3 hours of sleep, not so good. So I went, you know what? I'm gonna go back to bed. Went back to bed, I was like, you know, this is still gonna be a really, really good night's sleep. Woke up, why is it so bright out? I slept, except for being up for like 20 minutes around 3:30 a.m., I slept from midnight until 1 p.m. And when I woke up, it was like I had maple syrup coursing through my veins. It was just groggy and like disoriented and a little nauseous and like, what the heck? How did I sleep for nearly 13 hours? I don't think I've slept for 13 hours in a single night since like, I don't even know, maybe like when I was in high school. I mean, obviously, like, I wasn't getting 13 hours of sleep a night and then going to school. Oh my god, I'm playing badly. I'm just like, you know, you don't get a whole lot of sleep Monday to Friday, and then Saturday rolls around and you're like, oh my god, let's, you know, really take full advantage of this. Anyway, so I slept 13 hours yesterday, woke up at 1 p.m., went to one of Kate's friends' weddings. It was very nice. But, you know, when you wake up at 1 p.m., your day's pretty short. So I went to bed at midnight. I was resigned to the fact that I wasn't gonna fall asleep at midnight, you know. Watched a few episodes of the old Better Call Saul. Probably fell asleep around 3 or 4. Woke up at, you know, 10:30, and that's where we're at right now. Little jet lag, little tired, little out of the routine, but, you know, life goes on. This first floor has been a large embarrassment for me. Please tell me that the water barrel is up at the top. I'll take the hits to keep the water barrel alive. Not up at the top. Wait. The Molotov launcher. Fight fire with fire, brother. Didn't work. Okay, so what I'm about to say is not going to sound that erudite, but I thought maybe, just maybe, the alcohol would put out the fire. Okay? Now, I didn't really think about the thermodynamic sort of combustion chemical equation situation going on there, but that's okay. We're not going to be able to afford duct tape, and that's unfortunate. But you know what we can do on this floor is, you know, we might as well open chests. We've already non-gun forced. And we definitely can afford to open both chests now. The microtransaction gun shoots our own casings, which I think makes it... I mean, I'm just going to say it. I think it makes it, like, god-awful right now. Because we do want to go to the rat floor, but we're not going to go to the oubliette. I'm not going to sweat that too much, obviously. So I think we're going to roll Molotov Launcher, which now that I think about it is going to do nothing against this guy. And then Macho Brace. I don't think it's a fantastic get for us, and I say that because I've used it in the past, and I'm aware that it's just not necessarily that transformative. Okay, that was almost horrible. And we don't really have a great setup right now. Like, probably just about any other golden gun would have been better for us. Microtransaction gun when we also need money is a little bit of a condemnation, which would be a great name for a prophylactic store. Not such a great name for a thing that's happening to you on this run. What I will say is I almost got my brain just short-circuited on the dodge there. Still got a blank, so don't freak out. That's the perfect opportunity to use it. Don't be a dummy. What I will say is definitely we're getting this idea now. There's been a recurring theme over the last couple of episodes, and that's like, hey, stop going to the rat fight. You know why? Because when you go to the rat fight, I like Chloranthy Ring, by the way. But when you go to the rat fight, creates a situation. I'll still buy a key, but it does put us in a situation we might not be able to get enough money for the next floor, but I hope that's not the case, obviously. Let me caffeinate as well. I told you I'm tired. But it puts us in a situation where we can't accomplish some of the cool stuff we want to do early on because we want to go to the rat fight. Rat fight requires some money, or it requires alternatively the ability to steal, which I also understand the value of, even though I might not have done a great job of showing it. But I think that this is, I think that's your brain and my brain trying to find a pattern. It's trying to make sense of two data points, you know? Human brain is extremely good at figuring out, you know, the relationships between two things. But unfortunately, the downside is you get that pareidolia sort of thing sometimes, you know? Where you look at a coat hanger and you see a face with a big elephant trunk. Sometimes your brain has a habit of seeing patterns. They're not there, but it's just so good at organizing, you know, sets of data that it's like, nah, dude, that coat hanger is a face. Just because we've had a couple of runs in a row where maybe it hasn't shown off the best possible results of our desire to go to the rat fight. That doesn't mean, you know, we should throw the baby out with the bathwater here. I just don't like this very much at all. We kind of, in my opinion, desperately need a better gun. Particularly for boss clearing. But anyway, I know, like, I don't want to run victim to this a lot. You know, few people, which in this case might even end up being, you know, like hundreds or even, you know, a couple thousand people are like, stop doing the rat fight. Ooh, should have seen that coming. And then every episode for the next 3 months, I take 1 minute out of my commentary to be like, well, a lot of people are like, stop doing the rat fight, go to bullet hell. Let me know what you think in the bed. And it's true. I mean, let me know what you think. But simultaneously, I did a poll. I did a poll on Twitter. The most stringent... I don't even know if this would work. Of all electoral platforms, and the poll on Twitter said, keep fighting the rat. So I'm gonna keep fighting the dang old rat. So, it wouldn't... wait a minute, does decoy let you steal? I was gonna say, it wouldn't be the worst thing to just, you know, get an item that allows you to steal here. If decoy lets us steal, we would steal the rat key, and then in and of itself, you know, we get a very, very small amount of curse. And we get the ability, well, to go to the rat fight for one, but also on top of that, the ability to, wow, what a terrible miss. The ability on top of that to actually buy some stuff. That's the real problem, I think. I need to figure out how to get, how to recognize items that allow you to steal. And then the financial situation is not going to look as bad on the average run. Because people have rightly, accused is a little bit of a strong word, but they've been like, NL is over paranoid about curse. True. People said up to 5 curse is really not that big of a deal from the perspective of running into jammed enemies. The danger is, you know, well, there's a couple of things. One is, and I'm just terrible performances here, but one is, I don't know what items have curse all the time until I get them. So I could, you know, try to keep myself at 5 curse, and then all of a sudden, just get out of there, dude. You know, end up at 6 curse or greater, just from being a dummy. I would rather go look around here, to be honest, because I want to open some chests. If I have to open that green chest, I'll open the green chest. But the other thing is, different items have different amounts of curse. I really want to use a blank here. Different items have different amounts of curse, and as a result, I don't know what items are good at getting curse and which are bad. Stop. Thank God for this HP. This is probably the most damage, maybe in the entire, you know, 50 whatever episodes that I've taken on the first 2 floors. This is like an embarrassing performance right now. Mind you, it's hilarious because we also did flawless the first boss, something that, you know, prior to leaving for vacation, I had done just an absolutely terrible job of. Got lucky with the HP drops too. Dude, I'm gonna level with you. I think unless we can steal, I'm probably not gonna get enough money because this is the shrine here. So hold on. Decoy Gungeon. But it's not, it's explosive decoy. Can be used to steal from shops. Okay. Explosive decoy steal Gungeon. Decoys can be used to steal? Use the decoy in the shop, you should be able to steal. Place the decoy in the shop with any shopkeeper. Then buy an item. Think about what you want to steal before you use the decoy. Okay, no kidding. So we go and we go, hey, give me the decoy, brother. And then we place it down. And then we walk over to this thing. We steal it. Bob's your uncle. We're good to go. Yo, I mean, it's not incredible, but it's good enough probably as a boss killer here. And we'll use that in conjunction maybe with the Molotov launcher. It seems like Beholster. Okay, I'm gonna focus here because I just think like our HP is sadly extremely precious for us right now. Oh, anybody else lose audio there for a second? Or was that just me? I did not temporarily go deaf. Something happened there. We had an audio device malfunction. Okay, we're looking pretty solid. Hey, man. If we could choose between playing badly on the floor, good on the boss, or vice versa, we'd probably take what we got going on right now. Badly on the floor, good on the boss. Now, not a huge fan of Alien Engine. You can't steal twice from the same shop. Oh, okay, so I'll go to the wiki. Don't do it twice on the same shop. You'll get caught. Okay, so you can't destroy the decoy. So that's, I wonder if maybe placing another decoy allows us to destroy the previous? No. All right. So that's fine. Well, it's not, you don't really want a blank there, but that's okay. So, you know, from the ashes of a pretty garbage run, from my own personal performative standards, we're going to be able to go to the rat fight. I think we're still, like, I'm just going to use best gun available and hope for ammo drops, because, like, if we're being honest with one another... Whoops. We don't have, well, let me rephrase. We're not spoiled for choice from a caliber perspective, you know, from the perspective of our munitions. You can tell I'm not spoiled for choice because I'm willfully... Great shot. Great shot. I'm willfully choosing to use Alien Engine, which is like medium reward, very high risk, I think. With decoy, we might be able to finesse it a little bit, but certainly not great. So I don't like our odds basically at all for the next floor. There's still, it's the beauty of it. It's why they call it the next floor. You know, it's why they call it the present, because every day is a freaking gift, right? We still got one floor to do things here. Now, the Omega Bullet, it strikes me as interesting. If we're gonna do it, we would steal Omega Bullet and probably just purchase the key. Keep in mind, we should be looking for rats here as well. It's a jammed enemy. All of the sins of my yesterday have come home to roost. And ironically, in the form of an angry bird. Not like that! Not in the Rovio sense. You guys know that there's 3 Angry Birds movies? Which officially means that it can now qualify as a trilogy, the most storied of movie subclasses. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Angry Birds, it's right there. You got Rio, that's kind of like the, hold up. Rio is kind of like the Rogue One of the Angry Birds movies, you know, it's the one that's, a little bit different, a little bit more artsy. They took a lot of... I deserve that. They took a lot of bold directions with that movie. Then, of course, Angry Birds 1, a classic, and Angry Birds 2, maybe shaping up to be the... Possibly, you know, I don't mean to damn them with faint praise, but the greatest movie of all time, maybe? At least probably the greatest movie of the last 7 decades. You gotta show Battleship Potemkin a little bit of respect. I'm begging you. Drop me a real key. I need a real key. Then I will purchase another key. We got 2 chests. What do you get when you got 2 chests? Well, let me put it this way. A really impressive bench press, am I right? But on top of that, a good chance. I mean, we could really honestly use a room clearer and a boss killer at this point. It's the rat room. Please burn. Thank you. An enemy remains. Just stands. Yeah, just like get hit a lot. Like I think that's a really interesting strategy. I've never. I don't know, man. Maybe we actually are better off using. Please. Using I don't know, like even our default pistol. Because Alien Engine is just like... I think there is a unique case where Alien Engine would actually be completely awesome. And we probably use it, I don't know, maybe half a dozen times over the course of the number of episodes I played Gungeon, both here and in 2016. But like, what if you had invincibility? Then I think Alien Engine gives you a real chance for the duration of your invincibility to... Yas, Queen, slay. But... the present moment, I mean, may surprise you to find that I'm actually not that disappointed with our performance with Alien Engine. I feel like, you know, having not gotten essentially any ammo drops, I don't feel too bad about it. Do we even want... I mean, because we only have 1 freaking key, dude. So, I mean, we gotta take the key. And I guess I will... pop this down. Steal Omega Bullets. It has given us a synergy. Remnant. And I think this is one of those runs where you would, you know, lowercase r Gungeon. You would go try to figure out what this synergy is. An Omega appears after bullet. Is it come on. You're gonna tell me it's just text? Bullet. Oh! Alright, so we can't really afford to use any blanks. But this is just a very pleasant sound. People ask me, you know, what's ASMR? Just give them a little one of these. So, you know, forgive me. We'll be focusing here. I don't expect the flawless, and that's not just meant to lower your expectations to the point where you'll be impressed by mediocrity. I truly think that, you know, the flawless would be... well, it's a couple of different things wrapped up in one. First off, I don't actually think it's, like, that valuable. I don't think it makes that much of a difference right now. And moreover, I don't think we're going to get it. Of course, I would like to. Speaking of which, Bullet O, by the way. Always a unique run in Gungeon, you know? For all the times I've performed admirably, and then... whew, squandered it on the boss fight. We now have a run that's, as of right now, kind of the polar opposite. Please, switch guns. I don't know, dude. I think I'm, like, just in Molotov launcher land. Please. First off, you gotta go, brother. Oh my god. Dude, we're screwed for the rat fight. Like, what do you giving me a key? I desperately appreciate that. And then also, I mean, it is a cursed item, right? The big head mode. It is cursed, so we got quite a heavy burden there. But we have 2 keys, and we need one of them to open this. That's non-negotiable. And then gilded bullets. The more money you have, the more damage you do. Plus a resplendent. If the player has gilded bullets, the words cash, coins, shells, and gold are also spelled out. But can I run something by you? Why exclusively with the lowercase r? I would just sorry, it sounded like I was angry, but I just think my garbage can happens to be in a bad place. I just kicked it. So this is a run where I'll say there might be people, you know, that are like, hey, NL, maybe like don't go fight the rat on this one because you're heading to your certain demise. And all I say to that is, they say that a man who represents himself as a fool for a client. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I am that fool. Gomez Adams, The Addams Family, 1992. Rip Raul Julia. Now, we did get something pretty good here. The stone head, nothing wrong with it. So we're just gonna go up, right, up, 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 right, up, right, up, up, right. Okay. Great start. Just a beautiful return on our investment there. Up, right. I don't know why my brain today is like, this is a tough one. So we're inflicting fear on them. We got homing shots. Homing shots are both good and bad. In this case, they got me a little tilted because I meant to go straight for the shaman, but instead they were homing in on an enemy. Maybe the weakest enemy, maybe the closest enemy, I don't know. Looks like closest. Or maybe who your mouse pointer is on, in which case I have to accept that it's pretty much my fault. So we've gone up. This is a right. Well, I don't think this is a great room to use decoy. Really? Like, you're still alive, huh? Whoop! Alright, 1, 2. We got up, right, up. So there's an up. This room, not so bad. Oh, we frightened him. Now this next room is our final room. We got ammo, which is irrelevant. We got HP. Even if we hadn't been hit there, I do think it's actually relevant. Can you just freaking chill out for a second? I really think we want Void Core ammo. I know we're getting more ammo anyway, but... Alright, it's gonna be a long time, dude, till touchdown brings me back again to find. I think, I do think we want, like, Molly, and then probably just Stonehead. Let's caffeinate. Now, if things get even close to tough, of course, I'm in the business of popping this microtransaction gun. Don't think I've forgotten about it. I'm sure it's, you know, a golden weapon for a reason. I'm not really worried about what you might expect, which is like, yikes! Which is screwing over the rest of our run. By losing all of our money, because, like, realistically... Yeah, it was bad. That was worse. It's substantially worse than even that. realistically, if we're able to beat the rat, our run will be fine regardless. I can't believe we got hit. Okay, we got 3 HP and 2 blanks. This one's looking a little touchy. We're going straight to the microtransaction gun. We get so many items if we beat the rat. We don't have to worry about 90 whatever casings. Just anything that could hurt this son of a gun is fine by me. Okay, I mean the damage is totally fine. Okay, he's burning a little. This is the most intense focus I've ever had to offer here. Okay, that's fine. We're out of ammo. You knew it was going to happen. I think we're pretty lucky that he's like half dead. This move, not bad. Bad move equals either blank or decoy. This is not a bad move. I mean, Stonehead would also work just fine here. What's the problem, man? What do you got for me? This is a bad move. Okay, well, he sorted out the decoy real quickly there. That's alright. This is my dream move right here. If you can just hang out in the patterns, nothing could stop you, dude. Nothing could stop you, dude. Get that decoy charged up. You know you're in an okay spot here. I was a fool. Stonehead is a dream come true here. I'll just be honest. Sure, I got hit twice, but I also, I had no idea what I was doing there. I've dodged that attack a couple of times, but that's really where I should probably be saving my blanks. Oh, that's just a dream come true. That attack, now that when he does that attack, I'm like, oh my god, I get like 15 seconds of uninterrupted hitting time. Well, mildly interrupted hitting time, because I do have to... That hurts. Oh my god. Okay, I think all I can say there is thank God for the enraging photograph, because otherwise we'd probably be dead. We just happen to be at wrong place, wrong time. Okay, that is the best we've ever done. I let him hit me for no reason afterwards, but... that's fair. As in, I made a mistake. We got him! I lost my super. No! Please, please, please. One of these days, dude. This is not looking like the day. That's embarrassing. I gotta do better with that uppercut. Like, sometimes my timing's on, sometimes it's off. This name is the longest, just so, oh, thank you. Forget Valor Morgulus, dude. And forget the decoy. That's alright, we got 2 keys. So what I'm... 2 keys, let me think about that. I mean, that's actually what we get from the average run. Just less rewards following that. So there's positives and negatives. Just to have made it here is kind of like... feels pretty nice, to be honest. I don't know, I guess we'll just double up here. Then, you take a shot. I think I should fight the dragon, of the advanced variety. Snow ballots. And I like our odds more now. Because the cheese item down here in the bottom left is like the best item that, you know, a boy could ever ask for. So you might think I'm disappointed, and in some ways, I definitely am. But just to, and we gotta give him one more thing. I'm gonna give him the photo, unfortunately. Oh, we can't drop it because we started with it? Macho Brace is also pretty much garbage, but I gotta fit it through the grate. I don't know if it'll fit through the grate. I mean, I would give him a master round. That doesn't really bother me. Hey, dude. I can't give him a gun because it's got to fit through the door, you know what I mean? So, am I going to give him another master round? Yeah, I'm going to give him another master round. You got a problem? Now, it's very unfortunate to lose 2 HP when we should have lost 0. But, you know, it is what it is. Would have been nice if it fit through the grates, but we're kind of cheesing it to begin with. So, oh, the glitch didn't work properly. Brent, the glitch didn't work for me, dude. What am I supposed to do? So, for anyone unaware, this item we got here turns us into Pac-Man. When we're Pac-Man, we're immune to bullets, and also we can still shoot. Just incredible performance right there. Anyway, I don't think I really finished my train of thought, which was to say that, like... Oh, dude, we can use Pac-Man plus Alien Engine now that I think about it. But, lest you think I'm disappointed with this run, I got a complicated series of emotions about this run right now. You know, on the one hand, yeah, I think that we did screw up the punch-out portion pretty badly. On the other hand, I think that we got pretty lucky to not only make it to the rat fight, but to obviously to beat it. Things were getting real tough. So I'm very pleased, like, with that aspect of it at least. What do you got? What do you got? You're the junk salesman. That's right. You got nothing. You got nothing for me. Keep it going. You get multiple rooms. Ah, you're in the business, dude. Sorry, you got out of there while the getting was good. So if we beat the advanced dragon on this run, I would consider it actually like a pretty surprising accomplishment. I think, you know, for a long time, basically until we got Stonehead from the Treadnought, this run was striking me as one that was basically, I was a dead man walking. So to even be alive at this point and putting out a video that's not going to get me roasted as soon as it's posted, just due to the fact that it's, you know, oh, what is this, a speed run? You know, that's a golden gift in and of itself right there. So I do have the plasma cutter, of course. I do want to just say that the plasma cutter is probably our boss killer right now. Get him. And we are still, in my opinion at least, we're a little bereft of weapons. I'll never insult the fact that, you know, like... I'll never insult this run in general, because in a lot of people's eyes, I think that the active item we have is the best active item in the game. I've heard that opinion. I don't know, I kind of think, like... Or some people have told me, on Twitch at least, that they think it's the best rat item. I mean... To be fair, I don't even know if I've had all the rat items. Moreover, these people tend to have much more experience than me. So I would, you know, probably take their opinion over mine. However, I do think that, personally, the Emmentaler is probably what I would consider to be, like, the most valuable get. How do you beat a gun that is infinite ammo, good DPS, and freezes enemies? I think cheese might also be damage over time. I don't remember. Can't recall. Yo, okay, so we got some HP back. Pretty necessary, honestly, if we're gonna beat the advanced dragon. We do run the chance, and let's not get our hopes up, but we run the chance of getting 4 flawlesses. Why not say 5? Because we're not gonna flawless the advanced dragon. It's not impossible, but it's very, very... I would say it is impossible with our current assortment of weapons. So we do have a gun muncher. You gotta think the gun muncher is probably worth popping a couple of things into, but it's a very strange run. Because none of my guns, well, few of my guns, I think, are great. But on the other hand, I don't want to, you know, part with any of them. And I don't really know. Like, the alien engine is dicey, but we kind of, you know, we desire it from a circumstance of, like, when we're, oh, we got to get the jammed enemy. When we're in our active effect, we really want it. Still around here somewhere? There you are. And then, like, we can't give up our starting pistol, which is obviously our worst weapon. Lowercase r is not good. Wow. But it has synergies associated with it that I should probably check up on here. Microtransaction gun is like our guaranteed. Let's pop it. Yikes. But synergized with what? Blunder brace. Yo, let's look at it. Blunder bus. Bigger and faster bullets. Might be okay. Probably try it as a room clearer would be my expectation right now. Go plasma cutter, I guess. Okay, we got these. Nothing wrong with this. Anyway, it was like a 10-minute bit about how I don't want to change any of my weapons, okay? You get it. You don't need me to tell you. That was a pretty amazing return on our investment there. Oh my god, we didn't get hit, but such a terrible roll led us to that infernal fate to begin with. I was gonna say, one of you is like super dead, they just don't know it yet. Don't do it. Good fight. Feeling good. And then we get the trick gun, or is that might be SAA now that I think about it. What do you get? It's SAA, okay. No. I mean, we can't afford the Corsair, nor do we Corse care, and I mean, I just don't feel the gun munch, dude. I don't feel the gun munch on this one. Take me down to the next floor. What a strange run. A strange series of permutations and conditions have led us to this interesting fate where, I mean, we've been playing. Let's describe it on a variety of different spectrums here, okay? That guy did a get down, Mr. President. Very selfless. What's the, oh, What are the spectrums? Well, how have we played on rooms? That's like probably a 4 out of 10, maybe worse. How have we played on bosses? I mean, it's hard because people, they got a real connection to 10s, you know? Oh, how can you say that it's a 10 if it wasn't perfect? Is it the same people that will hit you with that argument will argue with their, like, middle school English teacher about, well, like, if there's only 3 spelling mistakes, how come I didn't get an A+? You know, it's pedantic is what I'm getting at. But I think we gotta, if anytime you flawless the first 4 bosses, you gotta call it a 10. But it's just terrible. Don't even do it. Not worth it, brother. So we'll call it a 10, even though there is still room for improvement. You know, I'm a firm believer, if you gotta scale from 1 to 10, you gotta have 1s and you gotta have 10s. I think it's, oh, please let me in. There's other enemies alive? Wait a minute, you're not death. Of course, you're an enemy that's alive. It's a bizarre argument for me, the idea that you would have a 1 to 10 scale, and then you would galaxy brain yourself into being like, well, really, it's a 2 to 9 scale, because nothing's bad enough to be a 1. That's just an insult. And nothing's, no game is devoid of flaws. Like, you would be, don't take this the wrong way, but if you got that attitude, please don't get into teaching, because it's just gonna make you out to be a real jerk, honestly. Yep, you did the best in the class, but unfortunately, I can't give you the highest mark. Because then where would you go from there? That's not really your job as a teacher. Anyway, okay, so rooms, bad. Bosses, great. Honestly, great. I got an idea. Weapons, I put us at like a 5, and that's not meant as an insult. It's not meant as a compliment. But it's not meant as an insult either. Honestly, maybe we're better off using Plasma Cutter as our room clearer. Oops. And then passives? I mean, I don't know where we're at with respect to passives, to be honest. I definitely, I would go so far as to say that I don't think this run is very good. In fact, I might go so far as to say that I think this run is pretty terrible. But you know, I'm not in the business of trying to make myself seem better than I am. I might be misjudging some of the stuff we got going on here. Okay, you're a very important enemy for us. I mean, or very important room for us, I should say. I will level with you. I think 6 HP, 5.5, but, you know, hopefully 6. 5, okay, hopefully 5 for the fight against the Advanced Dragon. That plus 2 blanks leaves me with a pessimistic outlook for the Dragon fight specifically. I just, literally my brain is like, what's happening here? Obviously, it is far from an impossible situation. But I think you might underestimate... Yo, we swallowed death? I think you might underestimate the difficulty of the Advanced Dragon. Maybe you've been watching Austin do the fight, you've been watching Corey do the fight, other Gungeon professionals, and you're like, eh, the Advanced Dragon is easy. I used to believe that. I used to watch people's runs and be like, why is this, wow, doubling down on the same boss? What is this, the Binding of Isaac? Now I'm like, dude, that... The second verse, this isn't a Blue Baby Isaac situation. This is, he's the Hush. Please just be dead. Okay. We got keys. This is very important. These chests could do us a great service. Some more guns you have, the more damage you do. It's actually, like, pretty solid right now. Hate to get a key shop this late in the game, because you're like, come on, man. Could have gotten, you know, free chests for life. And instead, we're out here, you know, playing Little League, small ball. Really appreciate all the ammo drops. So never get that twisted. You know what? I thought I ate the hexagon. I swear it, with God as my witness, I thought that I ate the hexagon, and I've never felt remorse that deep in my life before. Sincerely. I don't even know what, you know, like, I guess we need ammo for the alien engine. I thought that was the rub of this active item. Transmogrify! Yo, thanks to Unity, I think we got some seriously incredible damage being dealt here with the hexagon. I mean, we're gonna have 4.5 HP. I could probably buy a heart. Rolled almost right into it. Like, this is a lot of damage out of this gun in particular right here. I think we might have a chance, but I mean, we're dealing with, we're playing from behind the 8 ball here. 32, 40. I mean, they're worth the same, but this technically counts as a blank as well, so might as well go for it. All right. Well, as far as I'm concerned, we should probably start with the hexagon, and you know, we did the. I don't know, it's maybe... Thanks to Omega Bullets is the other thing. Like, I guess Omega Bullets will give us a lot more damage with this. But I don't think it's good enough to be our best DPS dealer. And you might be like, well, NL, you royally screwed it up, brother. You forgot about the fact that you had the microtransaction gun. You could have had 60 shots with that son of a gun. And you know what? You're absolutely right. I did forget. Maybe this is just hindsight talking. But I feel like it wouldn't be that incredible to have that many more shots with the microtransaction gun. Excuse me, I came out of that into a roll and then got hit. But I could be wrong. I'll admit I could be wrong. We still got 13 shots. We'll use them all. This is actually the most annoying attack. And I know you're like, what are you talking about? You've dodged this 1,000 times. Nah, dude, it's the serpent also playing a role here. It's what gets me. It's like, I think some of the attacks are basically undodgeable as a result. But anyway, it's okay. We made it through. We did just fine. In fact, better than just fine. All right, so you know the deal. We're going to be doing a lot of dodging. Great opportunity for that to happen. Then you switch real quickly to this son of a gun right here. Then, better safe than sorry. Now, why am I using this in particular? Well, basically, it's the easiest gun to shoot. Dude, I'm looking at it now and I'm like, we might be okay. It's taken every ounce of puzzle-solving ability that I possess in my meager brain, but here we are. That's just that's a wise blank right there. That's what that is. Now he's going to town. Step 1, probably move. Then hit him with a little step 2 microtransaction, shall we? That's fair. That's a fair bit of damage. Okay, then you switch. We got a gun for every season here. I hit the spacebar mid-roll. Occurs to me now you can't use this spacebar item mid-roll, perhaps? Be cool. Then you know you got shots coming from this side. Oh! You know what? That's a tricky one for me personally, so a wise blank in my universe. We're gonna do it. Can I just, like, take a moment to be like, I'm really impressed with myself on this one? We got, I wouldn't necessarily say lucky. I would say, like, we had a gun that expressly fit just about every single purpose we had going on here. Will I do bullet hell? Are you insane? Did you see what happened to us on this run? Just to make it to, you know, our current situation is a golden gift, the likes of which I thought I would never aspire to. Like, I can't even make the roll. And yet, here we are. Dude, okay, so lots of, I mean, we even started the run off on the wrong foot, picking the wrong character, but jet lag will never get me down, I told you. Jet lag, it's all in the mind. If you want to test me, I'm sure you'll find the things I'll teach you is sure to beat you. Nevertheless, you'll get a lesson from teacher. Excuse me. Send me. Well, a good run. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will... I'll see you next time. I'll see you. We're gonna see you next time. Is the day. I'm gonna see you next time. I'll see you next time.